Last video I took off the front balancer and pulley, and then somebody on the forum said that they were balanced to the crank. So since I had the crank at I guess top dead center when I took it off, I knew where the balancer went back because the timing would have been at 0. So I was able to figure out, you know, if it was 180 degrees this way or this way. And then, so I just took a little spray paint and marked that. That was where it was lined up. And then if you look closely, you see that little funny looking wear mark right there? It's like a little sliver of clear. It's like dirty around it, and then that's clear. Well, on the back of here, there's a mark that matches that exactly. There you go. See that dark spot? That dark spot matches up with that wear pattern right there. So I can tell that that's how that went on. So I just went ahead and marked everything with some spray paint. And then I'll use a punch or something to, or a scribe to mark it better later. And then luckily on the back, I did the same thing when I was taking this apart. I sprayed that hole there. But you know what? I'm going to have the machine shop balance the rotating assembly anyway. And we'll see if they can make it better. Anyway, today I'm going to undo the rod caps and bearing caps. And I'm just going to unscrew this and take off the... so I can take the oil pump off so I can get to that rod there. Alright, I think this is something I should record. So the engine's upside down. There's the crank. Here's the timing chain. So let me turn the light on so we can see. Okay, see the chain guide there? It's also... see if I can get a screwdriver. Here we go. Okay, so the chain goes through it. There's a piece there and a piece there. And then over here, okay, that's like swinging on a... I think this right here has to be removed. Oops, sorry. Alright, so I need to pull out that guide there. I pulled this one out here and removed the chain tensioner. It looks like this one and something right here. So we'll see. Alright, got the crank out, and let's see what it looks like. This is the rear of it. So the mains are fine. That's awesome. Let's see. Let me get a rag so I can wipe it off. So that rod is fine. Crank main is fine. This is the one that had the damage. You can see it's scraped up. I mean, dude, that's just like polish it up and it's fine. What's over here? Oh, there we go. See, this one, the bearing is actually stuck on there, and you can, it's just spinning on there, but you can see the some metal. Yeah, that's, and man, the crank is, dude, it's not bad at all. There's just a scuff mark there. That can be polished out. So it looks like the bearings actually saved the crank. You can see that bearing's chewed up. So that's number 1 rod, and let's see, 1, 2, number 1 rod and number 3 rod is where the damage occurred. Here's the bearing from, here's the number 3 bearing. See, look at that. There we go. That's just, so the bearings got chewed up. But, and here's the number 3 rod cap. Let's see what this rod cap looks like. Same thing, it's got like, I don't see any damage though. So anyway, the thrust bearings, I noticed that the center main cap has thrust washers or thrust bearing on it, whatever you call it. Anyway, so yeah, number 1 and number 3. And now I got to take the head off and take the pistons out. Anyway, that's what I got to get repaired.